Hey Gemini, hey, welcome to you and welcome to your reading. All right, so I have a stack of oracle cards here. We're gonna go ahead and pull the theme for your reading. And this will apply for the next 2 weeks from whenever you're watching this. Okay. So the card we have for you, Gemini, is time. Okay, and it says presence, self-awareness, and I'm hearing it's in reverse. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so this is coming through. Sometimes how I read this card is like time, like T-I-M-E. That's how this is coming through right now. And I'm hearing that you feel like you're running out of time. Running out of time, which I'm going to write down here as we string this together. So it feels like you're running out of time. There's a bit of like energy here of like that has... I mean, I see the word presence on this card. It says presence. It just, I feel like it's got you really feeling like out of your body somehow. Like, yes, like you're not present. That doesn't quite capture this energy. It's almost like there's a bit of a dissociation to this. That's how I describe this energy. It's a little dissociated. So, okay. All right, and I'm just writing a few of these things down because we're gonna pull this together as we build out the story here. Is there anything else on this card, Spirit? All right, I'm hearing yes, so give me a moment. This is really interesting. I'm hearing for someone, this is really specific, but for someone, Spirit's saying you may want to stop smoking weed. I don't know why that's, look, I'm a medium, I'm just channeling things. That's what is coming through, but I feel like for whatever reason, sort of like smoking, I guess, is pulling you into this energy and kind of like, I'm hearing rupturing your experience of time, but also rupturing your experience of, yes, being present, but I just feel like, so let me put it this way. It just feels like, it's actually putting you into this energy. And I think Spirit's saying like, if you kind of stop that habit or at least give it a break. I mean, I am getting a sense of like, there needs to be a reassessment of that because for whatever reason, it's kind of putting you into this energy. Okay, so that was a specific side message. It feels like it was for a section of whoever's watching this. All right, anything else in that card, Spirit? All right, so let's go ahead and keep moving. This deck? This deck. All right, so let's go into what's going well for you over the next 2 weeks. Spirit, what's going well for Gemini over the next 2 weeks? Okay, hold on. They're having me cut the deck. Yeah, I feel like if whoever's watching this, if you heed that advice, if that applies to you, the last message I just gave there, that I just delivered rather, it's not my message, but I just channel it. But yeah, I feel like that actually helps a lot. Okay. You want this top card? 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that connects. This 10 of Wands in reverse is connecting with what I'm just saying. Like for whatever reason, it's coming through as like, it's like adding to your stress is what I'm hearing. I think you think it's de-stressing and Spirit's like, it's actually not right now. So that, again, that message is for someone. Do you want to keep going? Or is there more on that card? Okay. Okay, yeah. And then Four of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So that's, yeah, I feel like that's really, really good for you. So the Four of Wands does speak to like, it kind of can speak to like victory, but it feels like that. I feel like it's this energy of like, how would I describe that? In the traditional version of this card, you would see someone who, or I guess the angle of how you would see this card is as if you were like about to like cross the finish line of a race. And there are like two people who are cheering you on, sort of on the other side of like the banner, at the end of the finish line. So for whatever reason, this is coming through as an energy of like, almost like as if you were running and getting back into your body. So that actually feels like a message for someone around like getting back into running. Yeah, okay. That's a message for someone. I think that'll actually help you to kind of discharge this energy of running out of time. I think Spirit is actually recommending you actually run because I think the exercise of running will somehow, this is such an interesting like message, so just hear it out. But there's an energy here of like, you running allows you to catch up with time. That's what I'm hearing. You running allows you to catch up with time somehow. So I don't know. It feels like for whatever reason, it allows your like nervous system to kind of resettle somehow and come back into present time awareness. Yeah. Okay. And I'm seeing the kind of self-awareness on this card now. That's exactly it. Okay. So for someone, that's the recommendation. If you're someone who like normally runs or has been considering like running back up, I think Spirit is asking you to actually take a moment of your time out to do that, because for whatever reason, it sort of like brings you back into like reality. Okay. Versus like, it feels like there's a dissociation, but there's also this like energy. We don't have any swords out here yet, and on the spread, because we've only pulled like 3 cards, but there's an energy of like, almost like you're like, something's like running too fast and also being out of time. It's almost like you're overthinking, or there's an element of like thought loops is what's coming through. It's like, it's just like your mind is running too fast, and that's making you feel like you're out of time. Okay. And so Spirit is saying like, if you can like ground that in your body somehow through exercise, it feels like that actually supports you in getting back into present time awareness. So you can actually like work with the situation as it is. Okay. Whew. All right. Do you want to keep going? This deck? Okay. So let's get into what's on top for Spirit. Why does Gemini feel like they're out of time? What's going on with that? Is that something we can discuss? This deck? Okay, so let's keep going. We're just going to go deeper into this message. I'm going to see what's on top for Spirit for you, what they want to discuss with you. This card. The Hierophant. Is this upright? Okay. Give me just a second here. There's a couple things coming in. Do you want to keep going? Which card? This card? Yeah, I know. I was like, this is work. Okay, this is work for someone. I knew it. All right, yeah. 8 of Pentacles, bruh. 8 of Pentacles. I was like, this is work for, I literally wrote down. I wrote it down. It says work. Work. Someone's work. All right, so yeah. Okay, yeah, it's definitely work for someone like this. For whatever reason, this is coming through as work. So for someone, I feel like you're running out of time with something you're managing or handling at work, or some work you have to complete is what I'm hearing. Now the work could be in terms of if you have like a career, it could be that. It doesn't have to be. This is actually speaking to like work more generally. For someone, I am definitely sensing like career work, like, you know, if you work for a company or you manage your own business or whatever this might be. Okay. But I actually just feel like this feels like work in general. And Okay, for someone, this is around, because when I'm filming this right now, it is around mid-December, and we're approaching the end of the holiday season, or approaching the end of the year into the holiday season. So this, for whatever reason, this is coming through as like a wreath. You see that? Yeah, so for someone, this is around getting all the work done that you need to get done before kind of moving into the remainder of the holiday season here. So that definitely feels present. Yeah, there's just, and I get it. This feels very like, it's kind of normal, right? Like there's this like stress around work and you know, career work, or getting a certain amount of like work or things done that you need to get done before the holidays approach. Okay, feeling like you're out of time, you're running out of time. For someone, it's around gift shopping. I'm hearing that too. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like there's this energy here of Spirit not wanting you to like lose contact with the present moment and your present awareness, especially if this is something around like a holiday, like holiday prep or things. Like, I think part of the experience should be about enjoying it. And so it just feels like I said, I almost just feel like if you know, do a good run or two and all of that, like it'll actually get you into being a bit more, joyful, like the season should be. Okay, so there's that. This is so interesting. This Hierophant's coming through with something else here. So give me a second here. It's coming through with some spiritual notes. It's coming through with some religious notes. I think there's definitely, I'm sensing for someone some worry around like holiday mass, or, you know, going to church or things like that, which also makes sense. Again, I mean, there's a lot of, I see the energy here. This makes sense to me. I mean, this all feels like it lines up and adds up with maybe current time. But I do feel like Spirit just has some messages around that kind of like out of body feeling right now. Do you want this deck still? This top card. Okay, hold on. I gotta keep shuffling. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Like this is coming through as like grounding in your body. That's exactly it. Okay, so Spirit definitely wants you to ground in your body. There is a message here for someone to, this is also coming out in reverse, to not overspend, because the Pentacles can speak to money. So I think there's definitely a message here around not overspending. If you were considering like, or thinking about overspending, I think you're going to be happier if you don't, for whatever reason. Spirit wants you to just watch your budget. There's a really big like focus on budget coming out of this card. Of like this person's like carefully like watching and managing their money right now. So that feels important. This also is coming through as like managing your energy and your time well. So that actually feels, yeah, that feels really big here too, which I think is what's contributing partially to this feeling you have right now. It feels like you're overextended. Yeah, it feels like you're overextended. There's something around the like 10 of Wands here that feels overextended, because you can see this like a bundle of wands here. In the traditional version of this card, you would see someone who's carrying these, and they look seemingly heavy. So that's what it's coming through as. It feels like you're like overextended or carrying more than you need to right now, which just can apply to the, you know, whatever area of your life that this reading applies to. But that's definitely coming through strongly. So again, definitely start to like ground in your body in the ways that you can. You know, definitely watch your energy, which includes financially too, because that's going to be important to making sure when you move through this holiday season that you're not feeling like distracted because you can't afford something, is what I'm hearing, or because it has like overextended you financially. Again, that's a very specific slice of this. This just feels like energetically. I don't think Spirit wants you to be like, Spirit doesn't want you to be depleted of Spirit doesn't want you to be depleted, okay? And I think because after this time period passes, I think it's going to be really important as you move out of the next 2 weeks, that you're not overextending yourself now. Ooh, that feels really important. Hold on, do you want to say more about that, Spirit? Okay, hold on. Let's get into that. That feels really important. I feel like there's something coming up in the next, like, after the next 2 weeks, but basically in the next month. It feels like something's coming up over the next month from this reading, or so, that I feel like it's going to be really important that you have conserved your energy, is what I'm hearing. Okay, conserve your energy. That's the recommendation here for sure. Okay. And I feel like there's some sort of like personal clarity that you're going to need going through this, which is why Spirit was talking about that kind of like weed message at the beginning there. So yeah, okay. Can we see this? Can we get a little glimpse, Spirit? What is coming? Why is this so important? Okay, it says earth, it says peace and grounding. Okay, so we're on to it because that's exactly it. Okay, you're okay. Didn't I say that? I was like, you need to ground your energy. Okay, like, okay, so this feels really important. I feel like this is coming through as like a doubling down of what I was saying. Like, Spirit is like Gemini, I need you to ground your energy right now and really conserve energy right now, because it feels like something big is coming. Something's going to be, I'm hearing like taking off, like this bird, something's going to take off. It is, I'm seeing the butterfly now. It is some sort of change that's going to happen. Okay. There's some sort of, I'm just hearing, this is coming through really like cryptically, I'm going to be honest. It's coming through as like a change of scenery for you. There's something that's going to shift in your, horizon. Okay. Interesting. And I feel like this feels like it connects in. Does this connect? Okay, yeah, it feels like this connects in with the Libra reading I just did. So I feel like whatever is coming, it's going to be somehow connected to that reading. So you may want to like check that out. If you want to watch that, it feels like for someone that feels really, really important. Like it feels like there's almost like the earth is coming through as like a worldview shift that's upcoming. Okay. Okay. I feel like that's as far in as they're going to let me go into that. So hopefully during the next round of your readings, we will obviously get more information on what that is, but it feels like this feels pretty big. So Spirit's like, you're going to need this energy for whatever like shift is coming over the next month or so. It's around a month. I'm sensing a month and a half or so. But Spirit doesn't want you to overspend yourself or overextend yourself in any domain of your life, okay? So it feels like this is a little bit of like preparation for what's coming. Okay, do you want this deck? All right, can we keep going? Do you want this deck? This one? Okay. All right, I gotta switch decks, one moment. All right, so friendly message from Spirit here around how to approach the next couple of weeks that will set you, I think, best set you up for like success for the next like month and a half. Okay, yeah, that feels really, really important. Okay, and that's interesting. I see it, Spirit. That's interesting because again, we got this like time card. And again, it keeps coming through as like TIME, time. That's exactly it. It feels like there's like some sort of setup that we need to get you in here for the time that's upcoming, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Whoa. All right, so Gemini's, we got some big things that are coming up. I don't know what it is, but something big's gonna happen. Okay. All right, let's keep going. This one. Okay, we have the star. Is the star upright? Yes, and it's also, I'm hearing it's in reverse. Can we grab a few more? Okay, hold on. We're gonna grab a few more because I feel like there's a batch to this message. Hold on. Okay, yep, Three of Wands, Three of Wands. Keep going. Wheel of Fortune. Is this upright? No, it's in reverse. Ooh. One more. All right, one more card. Hold on. And then we'll pull this all together. Ten of Pentacles. It's both upright and reverse. Okay, that's it. All right, so let's look at this. We have the star in reverse, which is both upright and reverse. We have the Three of Wands upright. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is both upright and reverse. Okay, so let's pull this together. This is interesting. Is this spirit around what's coming next? I'm hearing yes in part. Okay. Okay, so these two cards, these two are part of like what's coming next in the next month and a half, like I was talking about. So the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there is potential for the Ten of Pentacles upright, which the Ten of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the deck in tarot. It speaks to a stable like home, a stable foundation. It speaks to like financial success as part of it. It can speak to like material abundance. It speaks to the idea of family in like a very grounded sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the grounding from that Earth card. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune typically upright is one of the best cards in the deck. The Wheel of Fortune coming in reverse, it just feels like this is coming through as like a recommendation as well of like tightening your spending. Tightening your spending. I don't know why that just keeps coming through. It just keeps coming through. Tighten your spending right now because I think you're going to be really appreciative that you did now because again, it just feels like upcoming you're going to need this extra energy, financial energy, whatever it is. It feels like you're going to need it for what's coming up, which is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Spirit is really trying to prep you right now. They're not giving me a lot of specifics, but for someone, this is going to be around your home space. Okay, because the Ten of Pentacles can speak to home. Okay, so for someone, it definitely feels like that. And I'm hearing it'll either be around your home or about your home, or it's going to impact your home life somehow. So whatever the shift is that's upcoming, which, you know, I'm not here to like doomsday prep. That's not my energy, but it just feels like that's actually not what this energy feels like. It feels almost kind of like, how would I describe it? You know how you have like ebbs and flows in, well, just resources? It kind of feels like that. I feel like coming up after kind of this holiday season, there's going to be a dip. It feels like there's going to be a dip. And so Spirit just wants to like help you level out is what I'm hearing, kind of like level out. Because what's coming through, that's coming through with the peace energy on this card. For whatever reason, it's coming through as like a leveling out. Wants to level this out so you feel a little more equipped for when that dip comes. Okay, because the dip is coming. But it doesn't feel abnormal, if I can say it that way. It doesn't feel abnormal. It just feels like life happens and we go through ups and downs and ebbs and flows, and it just feels like this is going to be one of those times where you're going to be thankful if you did like conserve your resources now. Okay, is there anything else in that? Hold on. Yeah, again, for someone, this just keeps coming through as work related. Like for someone, this is career work related. Like I said, it feels like it's going to be important right now that you're not overspending for whatever's coming in next within your workspace. Okay, so that's definitely here. It's interesting because this Hierophant is coming through really layered. It's coming through so layered right now, and they're connecting it in with this energy. What is it about this Hierophant that's just like, it's almost bugging me. It feels a bit irritating. Okay, so I'm just going to deliver this because this feels really specific. This is coming through right now, and I don't normally talk about this on my channel, but this is coming through as like the presidential election for someone. So I don't know, it feels like there's going to be some sort of like dip in energy around that time. Okay, and so like I said, Spirit just wants you to conserve and just to know, especially if you're someone who's like gets very impacted by the political movements that happen, then Spirit is really asking you right now to like rest up, do what you can to conserve your energy, because it just feels like you're going to need it for what's coming. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave that where that is. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go to these next two cards. The other two cards we have here are the Star in reverse and the Three of Wands. The Star upright and reverse. Yeah, I feel like this time can be really healing for you. I think Spirit wants you to use this as a healing time, or use this as a healing part of the year for you, as was coming through with the Three of Wands. It's like, how do I describe that? It's coming through as like it's just coming through as like a period of time. It's almost like this part of your journey, because the Three of Wands can speak to the journey ahead. It can speak to like beginning to embark on that path. And it feels like, yeah, for whatever reason, this period of time feels like you're starting a new journey, and it's starting now almost. And like Spirit wants you to like kind of rest with this Star card, because the Star card speaks to like healing. And so Spirit really wants you to like use this energy to kind of like, I'm hearing like fill your tank metaphorically. Okay. So definitely, I mean, that's so big to this energy here. Okay. And the Star in reverse, yeah, don't deplete yourself. The Star in reverse is coming through as depleted. It's almost like the spiritual, energetic, like tank that you have, you know, if we're using that metaphor. It feels like Spirit is like, just make sure you don't deplete it. Like, do not deplete it as you're starting on this journey, especially because for whatever reason, it feels like right now is actually kicking off a new cycle for you, or a new part of, it's almost coming through as like a season of your life. How else do I describe that? Is there a better way to describe that? You know, when you have like sections in a book or something, or sections in like your writing, if you're like writing an essay or something, it's almost like this is a section. It's coming through as like a section of time. I don't have better words for this. I'm so sorry, but that's exactly it. It's coming through as like the next section of time in your journey. But Spirit wants to make sure that you're like filled up, and also for you to know that you are supported and guided right now. That's coming through really strongly with the Hierophant and the Star. It feels like you have like a lot of spiritual support right now, and it feels like there's even more coalescing around you as you go through this next section of time. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, so I think that's where we're going to leave the general. I hope whatever was in this was helpful for you. It feels like it was more of like a preparation for moving into this next step of like, there's a kind of energy of like rest and recover and ground yourself and get into your present body, present time for whatever is coming up next after this for you. Like I said, it feels like within the next like month or 2 months. So I you know, yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I hope this message resonated with you. Okay, are we going into an extended? Okay, we are going to go into an extended with this message. I am so interested to know what else Spirit wants to talk about with this. I felt like this was very, there's something really cryptic about this. I hope I was able to like deliver it as smoothly as I could, because it was just it's so interesting. But yeah, we're going to go into the extended. If you'd like to do that, I have the information in the description box below. I'm also doing personal readings, so if you'd like your own personal reading with me, feel free to check that out in the description box below. If you enjoyed this reading and if it was helpful for you, I would love if you wanted to like this video, subscribe, share, anything like that would be great. But yeah, I'm really happy, you know, to have gotten to channel this message, Gemini. It seems like a really interesting message, but I think a good one overall. It feels like, you know, an encouragement for you to like rest and recharge and kind of fill up on whatever energy is needed for you right now. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead into the extended, but yeah, I'm wishing you a lot of just joy over this next, you know, 2 weeks here. And as we kind of wrap up the end of this year, at least 2024 for me as I'm recording this, and over the next period of time for you, whenever you're watching this. But all right, Gemini, thanks for joining me. I'll see you at your next reading. Bye for now.